So Gina, to you, for Miss Bala, what is scarier, beauty pageants or Mexican drug cartels?
Oh, yeah. There's no comparison. I don't want to be a part of either. They both terrify. Yeah. I really commend women that can do beauty pageants. I think that is a very brave and a very difficult space for sure to be in.
What did you do? Any research for these roles? Did you see any overlapping skill sets, possibly?
Well, I definitely changed my physicality, like my body. I worked really hard in transforming my body for the character because I definitely thought she was very different than Jane, and I'm usually living in the Jane space. Yeah, that was a huge transformation for me physically.
I really love that Gloria is just sort of an every woman who's thrust into this impossible situation in, let's say, to put it nicely, a world that's not so kind to women.
Yes.
How do you approach this character without making her sort of a victim of these horrible circumstances?
Well, I think that there's a lot of spaces that women are very aware that we're not treated well in. So as a woman, I feel like I have dealt with those circumstances many times. I am definitely a protector of myself and the other women around me. So when I got the script, myself, Catherine, Gareth really went in to make sure that she was a reflection of the women that we see in everyday life and what was realistic to each situation and each scenario and what would she really do in those circumstances. We wanted to portray a woman that is seldom reflected on screen, but very much so in our everyday lives, a woman that uses every aspect of herself to get herself out of these situations, whether that be like her feminine charms or her intellect or her wit or whatever it may be in the circumstance. So I really liked playing that because that's kind of the way we are in real life.
Did you know anything about Laura Zúñiga, the woman who the original Miss Bala was based on?
I learned about her. I hadn't known prior to the film, and I was able to watch the original after. But that being said, it was very much a reimagining of it. So it's very different than the original, but still giving it its that weight, that care, and that paying homage to the first one. Yeah.
The biggest difference, I think, is, Gloria is now a Mexican-American instead of, a Mexican woman. Do you think, how does that change sort of some of the image of the film?
Well, we never actually talk about my ethnicity because when we did our background, we were saying that my parents were like maybe one was Puerto Rican, one was Mexican, but you never really go back into her background except for the fact that she lived there because her father had a maquiladora. He had a factory there. But this identity, this dual identity that Gloria owns, this not being Latina enough in Mexico, not being American enough in America, I've walked with my entire life. Like I very much so know what it is to eat rice and beans in the house and hamburgers and hot dogs outside, to have two languages spoken in a household, to feel like an other and yet be born here. So I know what that feeling is. And so it's really, I think, a lot of Latinx and a lot of first, second, third generation Latinos, Latinas can feel a relation to that because I think we all go through it, and we still do,